Hey guys, welcome back to Taya Creates. I actually want to start a new series of videos, and I saw this really great video, which was like 100 art video ideas, and I'm actually gonna mention her in the description. But one of the ideas was to paint a meme. Honestly, now I'm envisioning like making a meme wall with my paintings and make like a little gallery section in my house of memes. But the first one that I would like to paint today is actually Daddy Chill. I love that video, so I'll probably play the clip after this, but I want to paint that meme. And I think that this will be a really great way for me to keep creating, but not have like that idea of like, oh, I need to create some grand masterpiece. Like, it'll be a good way to dip my foot in the water of showing you guys how I paint, how I like to paint, what I like to paint, and just show you my techniques without having to put all of these pressures on myself of how I need to do things, because if you look at me, you can just be playful and just start off that way. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and I think we should go ahead and get started.
What the hell is even this?
Rough sketch idea that I want, and I'm not sure. I might actually go lower with this one. You can see I don't really think too hard when I'm sketching, even if there's like some mess ups. You can always erase it. You can always just move it lower and just be, I don't want to go down here. When I was younger, I used to think the sketch needed to be perfect, and that's not the case. That's really not the case. The sketch doesn't mean to be perfect. In fact, nothing about this process needs to be perfect. You know, it's all about like learning as you go and the journey. I've said this so many times, but nobody expects your sketch to be perfect, unless, you know, some people are like that, like they like to be perfectionist. But me personally, like, what's the point? Like, nobody's really gonna look at the sketch, you know, beforehand and be like, oh, that's definitely what the finished product's gonna look like. It's not, you know, it's just, we're setting down a floor plan, basically, is what I like to think of it as. And the floor plan is not the finished product. You have to build it. You have to, don't even judge until it's done. It's called trust the process. So we're gonna go ahead and trust the process. At least I will attempt to. Because sometimes I feel the same way, like something might seem, you know, kind of ugly to me, and I keep going and I'm like, oh, it's really not that bad. Have to paint with this kind of stuff. Like, you can paint with, one of my favorite watercolors is actually the Yarka watercolors, and those are pretty like budget friendly, and things can be within budget. Like, I saw today at Target, there was like a lot of different craft paints that were like around $10, $20, beginner paint sets, and it's all about practicing. So if you're just starting off art and you're like trying to learn from other artists and you're reading these books, it's all about practice. It doesn't matter what kind of materials you're using, and don't worry about that. You know, you're gonna find your groove in what you like, but just don't start off immediately being like, I want to get, you know, I'm trying to think of an expensive brand, but the most expensive brand out there to make my, you know, paintings look good. It's not about the material. It's about how you do it. And then once you start getting into it, you'll be like, oh, I like these paints because of blah, 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 and you'll find what you like. And I just wanted to mention that, like, don't ever feel like just because I'm using this or I'm doing something that you have to do it too. Of course, if you want to, go ahead, but What I'm saying is don't feel pressured into this idea of buying expensive paints. I will say a lot of times it takes me a lot of tweaking to actually like find the face. They're actual like there's certain things in people's portraits that make it look like them. And sometimes my shapes are not completely accurate the first time I go around and try and find exactly what is unique to their face. And it can take me a little bit of time. It's not an exact science, and like right now, if you look at this, you'd be like, oh, it's just a worried woman. Like, it doesn't look like the meme yet. I think that's pretty good. I'm going to start off with the background first. We're going to go in with some black gouache. And like I said, I do use like this really crusty palette, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I'm going to put some black down. We're just going to go ahead and go in the black. I was thinking one day I'll go ahead and give you guys like a sketchbook tour, but for now, this is what you guys get. And I keep almost putting my brush in the candle. going in. This is going to be the base. done. You can see it's still drying a little bit, but there we have it. The background is a little bit wet, but daddy chill. Daddy chill. I'm pretty freaking happy with that. Zoom in on the face a little bit. And the finished piece. Alright friends, I finally finished my painting. I'm super happy with how it turned out, and I think it's a good start to my new series of painting memes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be sure to make more. Bye guys! Oh, you can see I have paint on my hand. Anyway, bye guys!